So you guys begin your trip out there. Walk 25 miles between all you guys and all your equipment. It only takes like 2-3 hours, really.
He technically could just ride the horse.
So let me see if anything happens while you guys are gone, because random encounters are always the thing that can happen. You guys are traveling along through the desert. It's hot. It's sandy. The town becomes a distant sight. Eventually, it just disappears. You can see your footprints in the sand, and you guys get about 15 miles away when you start to notice that the dirt is paved out a bit. It looks old, so you're guessing it's the old road. And you guys begin following this old road for a few more miles, and you come to a point where you do see the wreckage of some wagons and some wagons and caravans. It's halfway. They're halfway buried in the sand, barely exposed. It looks like they've been sitting here for a few days.
I'm going to start humming Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights in the middle of the day.
We are in the desert.
Hours. It's been a few hours. You guys have been walking.
All right. So I guess we should investigate.
Unless you want to ride. Unless you guys want to ride the horse here, in which case it would take like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think we should ride the horse.
Okay, in that case, it's like 12:30 when you guys arrive.
Okay.
I'm just singing Arabian Nights as we're.
You're playing Arabian Nights. I don't know. Roll a d20. See how well you perform the song.
All right. That's a 15 with a +4 modifier.
So a 19. You do good. You play the song pretty well, honestly.
All right.
You sound close to the actual singer.
Arabian Nights.
So you guys come up to this place. You know, all the wood of these caravans halfway buried in the sand. You see the remains and some bones that have been picked clean of a couple horses. One of them is of a human, obvious that you can tell.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah. The human still has patches of flesh and clothing on him, but it looks like mostly the birds have picked these guys clean.
Okay. I try to detach the skull from whatever it was attached from it, and I put it in my backpack just for evidence.
You just take a skull. All right, you reach down, you take the skull off the body, it detaches with a cracking sound. You now have a skull.
Are you going to use that for drinks later?
Maybe you can use that for drinks later. If you ask nicely,
I'm the lawful good guy. I'm going to take a skull.
It's okay as long as they're already dead and you didn't kill them for it.
The reason why I'm taking it is we're gonna need some evidence to bring back to the mayor and stuff.
Yeah, you have a skull.
Yeah. All right. So.
Do you guys want to do anything while you're here? This is obviously a wreckage that you might have been looking for. At least one of them.
We can't investigate it any further, any searching or something.
If you want to if you guys want to investigate it further, you're going to roll a spot.
I actually want to,
or your gather information if you have that.
I actually wish to use detect magic to see if there was any magical objects that.
You are more than welcome. Okay, in that case, you cast the detect magic spell, and yes, you can tell if there was some. From what you can tell, there was some faint residual magic that might have been used. You see, it mostly seems to have been used in the way of fire.
Oh.
Okay. We might be
Someone
facing
was having a cookout.
Yeah.
You also do sense something nearby. You're not sure where, but something nearby is really your detect magic's really going off onto it, but you're not sure where. You're guessing it might be buried in the sand from what you can feel.
We should start digging.
You don't know where though. You just feel it nearby. You want to take a look around at all, Travis?
Yeah, I think we should.
Right.
I send my eagle up in the air, and I ask him what he can see.
Your eagle flies up. He takes a look around. And he tells you that I can't really see too much. Nothing really sticks out. He says, it looks possible that whatever attacked might have come from the west of where you guys are. He says, that's what it looks like. He says, it's difficult to tell with the sand blowing around, but that's what I think.
All right. I want to gather information about this.
All right. Do you want to look around yourself, Travis, as well?
Yeah, I would like to do that as well.
All right, roll D20.
20-sided one, right?
Yes.
13.
13.
7.
You just take a basic look around because you don't have anything in the spot skill. You just take a basic look around, and from what you can tell, it's wreckage. He is right. You think they came from the west because of the way the bird marks are hitting the side of the caravan. Whatever it was, attacked from the western side of the road. What'd you say you rolled, Todd?
A 7.
All right. With your bonuses on gather information, that brings it up to an 11. You aren't really able to defer more than what he did.
Yeah, I'm just really thinking about that magical item.
You're mostly looking for this magical thing, honestly.
Hey,
right.
priest, come help me.
I guess I'll throw a detect magic spell, or I have.
Do you have that spell?
Yeah, I have
somewhere?
that spell.
All right, go ahead and cast it and roll a
D20, right?
Yep.
Okay. 14.
14 with the bonus of the spell itself. You cast it, and from what you feel that somewhere near the skeleton is something is pinging your detect magic from somewhere near the skeleton.
Yeah, I guess I start digging with my hands at the skeleton or whatever.
All right.
I'll go join him.
All right, you guys start digging around there. Go ahead and roll a D100 to try to find this item.
I got a 50.
87.
All right, Todd, you start digging around. You guys are digging around the basic area. And eventually, Todd, what you ping against is you feel something in the sand, you pull it out, and you pull out a small ring.
Woo!
For you, it's a regular-sized ring.
All right.
And yes, you can feel a very faint magic coming off of it.
Is it like the ring in Lord of the Rings? One with,
no, it is nothing like the ring in Lord of the Rings. If it was that one, your detect magic would be giving you a massive ass.
I guess
it would be screaming at you, "Don't touch this!" But no, it is coming off of this ring. You can feel it. You're not sure what the ring does. You just know it's magic. In some way, something on it has been enchanted.
I'm going to put the ring on.
All right. You put the ring on, and as you put it on, you feel a very faint surge of magic come from it.
Yay!
You're not sure what it is or what it does. You just feel a faint surge of magic.
All right, I'm just going to write down magic ring.
Magic ring. You have no idea what it does. For all you know, you just cursed yourself.
All right, Captain Spanklez, shall we head towards the west here?
All right.
Yeah, why not?
You guys, you make that decision, start heading toward the west, and as soon as you turn your head, roll a d20.
Woohoo! 6.
20.
Travis? 20. All right. You see it immediately, but as you turn your head to look, you spot, almost persistently, you see footprints buried in the sand. Todd, on the other side, you barely see these, but you can see them perfectly fine. They look brand new footprints in the sand.
I'm closer to the ground, so it's almost.
You don't know why you don't see them.
Well,
but as Gravel points them out, you do notice them, but they're kind of buried in the sand. But you see them just fine, Travis.
Well, since they're fresh, we got to go after them. I nudge Mr. Spanklez towards this direction, and we start heading quickly in that direction.
All right, you guys start heading out that direction.
Follow the foot.
You start walking that way. You walk for probably about 15-20 minutes and roll a perception. So just roll a d20.
Which one?
Both of you.
I got 11.
11?
I got 19.
19, you see it. As you guys are walking out this way, you're following the tracks for about 20 minutes. The broken down caravans become a distant sight in the sand. And you notice that there's a small hole in the ground, almost structure-like in appearance.
And
the footprints lead right to this.
All right.
Yes, you gotta look in the hole.
All right, you want to take a look in the hole?
Yeah.
You take a look through the hole, and what you see is Yes, it looks like some kind of a doorway, and you can see that sand has been recently shifted through here, as well as there's a set of steps going down into the darkness.